Hey everyone, what's going on? Greg here again from Team Blast. This is a local SEO case study. The keyword here is OBGYN Near Me. It's improved 49% in share of local voice, which means dots 1, 2, and 3. That represents a page 1 of Google listing via the map pack. I want to go over how I think about local SEO. This is a case study, my thought process, what my client's doing. Maybe this will give you guys some ideas of what you can do for either your clients or for your business. So again, keyword here is OBGYN Near Me. I'm using local Falcon. I'm redacting my client's name and I'm using a 7x7 grid and a 2 mile radius. So all throughout January, this keyword was stagnant. It was not driving really any quality regarding more phone calls or website clicks or impressions. But then at the end of January, it shot up 48% in share of local voice. And here's how the map has actually changed for them. So again, on the left-hand side, this is their map in January, early part. Middle part is another scan that I did, and then the photo on the right hand side, that's the end of January. You can see how the map has really changed for them. A lot more green dots everywhere. That's a page 1 of Google listing for them. This is what I did. So initially on the 12th, I ran the scan for OBGYN Near Me, and basically they had one area that they were ranking well on, and then if you go about a less than a quarter mile in any direction, they fall off the cliff. I see this a lot of times for clients who or potential clients who reach out to me. They will, you know, tell me like this is their target keyword, and they always say if I search for that keyword at my office, I'm ranking on page 1, but the second I run a scan report, I can already see that you go in any direction and you kind of fall off. That's really where local SEO can come in. So I studied the top competitors here and I look for gaps that my client can actually kind of add to their account to maybe either close the gap or even surpass them. Gaps could be things like number of reviews, if you're responding to reviews, photos, local area codes, primary category, secondary category, etc. I look at the top 5 listings. And I really want to get that baseline of, what are they doing and why are they potentially outranking us? Now, what I also do is I look and I study the map. So this is the before and after. So here's the map now for them. I said it's grown 48% in share of local voice. I zoom in to all of these areas. So I usually have the second computer next to me as I'm doing local SEO for my clients, and I'm really looking for areas that I can flip. So in New York City, obviously, it's so congested. It's a harder example to show, but if you were, let's say, servicing a 10-mile radius in, I don't know, Pennsylvania or upstate New York, it's a little bit easier to kind of explain this. But what I do though is I look for neighborhoods. I look for areas that are positioned 4 and 5 and 6. And I look for ways I can actually flip them. So flipping them could be maybe adding them to their service areas, creating pages on the website, finding local directories that I can get listed on in those neighborhoods of New York City to really solidify that my client is this OBGYN near me, that they should be listed, that can help influence their rank as well. I also use Local Falcon, their AI overview section. I find it to be okay. I've just been doing this for a while, so this isn't like groundbreaking for me. But if you are new to local SEO and you've been, dabbling with local Falcon, I think it's a great starting point. You can get ideas of, hey, I haven't posted in a while. I don't have my social media links shown. Maybe there's some inactive listings in the area that might be pushing mine down. There's a lot of things that you can kind of go through and get suggestions on what to do next. So I encourage you to check that out. I always look at it really, briefly, but I don't spend too much time looking at their suggestions. Things that I did. So I'm sharing TM Blast with my Google My Business account, so I'm not sharing theirs. But really, what I'm focused on is updating the Google description, adding question and answer content, making updates of what the business is doing, and even more. So, a stagnant Google My Business profile, it's not going to rank as well. You always have to be adding things to it, getting reviews, responding to them, sharing updates. It's the whole thing. So, for me, I was really focused on how do I make it clear that they are an OBGYN near me. So again, I focus on rewriting the description and making that very clear that they are, let's say, an OBGYN practice near these areas within Manhattan. What did my client do? So I constantly talk about things that I do, but a lot of times my best clients are the ones that are just so proactive and they just do things and they get faster results like this in 1 month. So they are the ones getting reviews, they're the ones responding to reviews, they're getting photos of their team doing different projects. Sometimes they even upload the photos themselves, other times I do. This is a um, hot button issue, but geotagging photos, whether or not they help or not with rankings, it's unclear. But I do think that there might be some value that if your client is posting photos in their area, so like their IP address kind of matches where their location is, I think that actually plays a factor. I don't know what it does, but I think it does play an important role. So if you're kind of just sitting back and having your SEO just do all your work, and they're from a different, state or anything else like that, I feel like there's more benefit. There's a greater benefit to you posting also, because I think it's going to help kind of solidify you are this local business. I'm going to go on a tangent just for a second, but just imagine if I was out in Kansas and I had a bunch of businesses all throughout the United States, and in LA and Chicago and New York and Miami, and I'm just posting all the time from Kansas for these other locations. You can do it for sure, but I think Google and even Bing and Apple are smart enough to kind of see that, hey, this IP address from this location just keeps posting everything. It would be so much better if somebody from Miami or Chicago or LA was the one actually creating the updates and posts and responding to reviews, all that. But that's just my opinion right there. So anyway, that is the case study. This is just one keyword, but I wanted to kind of share in 1 month how I was able to flip the map for them. They're going to get, well, once the report comes out, they're going to see more phone calls, more website clicks, a better month for them from a year-over-year comparison for January. So January 2025 versus January 2024, things were much better for them because one of these keywords actually really did improve. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful. I hope this gave you guys some suggestions of what you can do. If you need any help, feel free to visit TM Blast. Happy to take a look at your Google My Business account and suggest what you can do next. Anyway, thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next one.